Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
There was a moment during our channel's grilling of Sir Keir Starmer on Monday evening when I realized he finally really knows he's going to be Prime Minister. After months of seeming to never quite believe the polls, there was a caution and nervousness to his engagement with the public, not least our fearless and sharp readers. But halfway through the Labour chief's turn on our election showdown, he swiveled his chair away from me and took on the audience. While his newfound confidence worked for a bit, it also left him high and dry when the room decided they did not like what they were hearing. A brilliant old boy named Boris took him to task on boats, and left the guy likely to be running the country by this time next week on a sticky wicket. So while the pinch himself phase might soon be over, with Starmer and his blank canvas of a manifesto heading into Downing Street, it's not all rosy for the soon-to-be boss. He will cross the threshold of No 10 as the least popular leader of the opposition to win an election in recorded history. Yes, Sunak is deeply unpopular, but we knew that, and that's why he's packing his bags. But this historical fact should not be ignored by Labour. According to pollsters Ipsos Mori, Starmer's net satisfaction score is already at -19. More than half of voters, 52%, already say they are dissatisfied with his performance. While Jeremy Corbyn and Ed Miliband had worse numbers while in opposition, crucially they did not win. By contrast, in 1997, Tony Blair bogeyed down Downing Street to things can only get better with a net satisfaction of 22, with just 29% of voters saying they did not like him. Given in that election 30% voted Tory, and 52% of the country are not going to vote Tory this time round, Starmer, and his army of irritating online bores, cannot just blame party politics for the naysaying. Talking of Conservatives, David Cameron went from leader of the opposition to PM with a net approval rating of 3 and Thatcher had 11. No one else has made the jump from leader of the opposition to No 10 while the pollsters have been keeping tally, and Sir Keir will be the first to do so with a negative rating. Something very odd seems to be about to happen. Starmer is both unpopular and about to win. While that shows you the depth to which the Tories have plunged, it should not be simply brushed off as sour grapes by Starmer's genuine fans. Not least because of the massive in-tray of S***T that is about to greet the new PM and his as-yet untested team. Labour have been out of power for a very long time. With Britain's prison system at risk of dangerous collapse, major utilities firms teetering on the brink of bankruptcy and 800 migrants landing illegally on some days, it could be a very cruel summer for the alleged Sir Swiftie. Aside from a possible cut in interest rates and a forecast drop in legal migration, with England now looking destined for an early bath at the Euros, there is little good news coming down the track for the new government. Even a popular leader would struggle in this scenario. Far from things only getting better, it could get quite ugly pretty quickly. Something very odd seems to be about to happen. Starmer is both unpopular and about to win. One glimmer of hope for the new regime is that the Tories look set to eat each other for a few years longer, with some party figures barely waiting for a vote to be cast before beginning a very public post-mortem. Wiser hands want a delay to any leadership election conclusion well into the autumn, or even December, as happened after their defeat in 2005. Deputy PM Oliver Dowden, under the beady watch of his mentor Lord Cameron, is touted as caretaker leader until then, but only if he can hold his seat. Should an early contest be forced by whatever rump is left of Tory MPs, then grandee names such as David Davis and even Liam Fox are being floated around as possible caretakers for a couple of years while the party reels from what is likely to be a massive thumping. A summer of reflection before the rock-throwing starts is what figures on the Conservatives' powerful party board are hoping for, but many suspect it's wishful thinking. Cruel summers all round it is then. It was not long before the nanny state got bored of telling us to stop drinking 3 pints in an evening or campaigning.